Ladybug crashed through the bakery window, too rushed to worry about the damage or the surprised looks on the faces of the customers she'd nearly tackled. Sorry, please leave. Emergency superhero business. Come back later. The customers scurried out, and Ladybug locked the door behind them, then turned to face her parents. Tom and Sabine were both behind the counter, Sabine at the register and Tom at the oven, both now staring at her in shocked expectation. I'm sorry about sending your customers away, she told them, and about the damage to your shop, but that'll be fixed once this battle's over. Sabine's expression shifted into a smile. Of course, Ladybug, we understand. Tom wiped his hands off on a towel, and the two of them came around the counter. What's going on? Is there something we can do for you? He asked. Haven't you seen the news? Ladybug asked. Tom shook his head. Not for the past hour. We've been busy with work. We did get the Akuma alerts on our phones, though. This isn't a normal attack. Ladybug tried to explain as quickly as she could. Every second counted. The city's been completely swarmed with supervillains. We're not even sure what they are or if they're related to Hawkmoth. I've called in all the usual people to help, and we're still overwhelmed. In fact, she'd completely emptied the Miracle box and passed out Miraculouses to everyone her age that she knew. It wasn't enough. She'd had to contact the Guardians for even more help. On such short notice, the best they could do was offer a handful of loose Miraculouses which had gotten separated from their boxes. She hadn't even had time to find out what they were or what kind of powers they bestowed. Her fist tightened around the sack in her hand. We need even more help. Are you two up for it? Her parents instantly stood straighter. If there's anything we can do, we'll do it, said Tom. Why would you choose us, though? Asked Sabine. There's no time to tell you, Ladybug answered, though she couldn't actually tell them, even if they had all the time in the world. We need to get back to the fight as soon as we can. It's just lucky the supervillains haven't reached this part of the city yet. Digging into the sack, she held out the first box she grabbed to Tom. Since she didn't know which one it was or what its power was, she just said, Tom Dupin, you will use this Miraculous for the greater good, then return it to me when the job is done. Agreed? Absolutely, Ladybug. Tom took the box and opened it. With a flash of light, the Kwami came out. It was mostly white, with a feathery-looking tail and a little orange bill. Hello, I'm Quack, the duck Kwami. It's nice to meet you. There wasn't time for lengthy introductions, so Ladybug hurried Quack to tell Tom how to transform. Moments later, her father was standing there in his new superhero costume. It wasn't what she'd have expected from a duck theme. He had white pants, orange boots, and a purple jacket. His mask was purple, too. The whole outfit was embellished even further by a wide-brimmed Tando hat and a cape, both the same purple. Sabine chuckled into her hand. Oh, Tom, are you Darkwing Duck? Honey, he said reasonably, I'm a duck superhero. Of course I'm Darkwing Duck. Ladybug didn't understand if that was a reference to something or what, but this wasn't the first time her parents had made reference to something she wasn't familiar with. Okay, Darkwing. Moving on, she handed the second box to Sabine and repeated the greater good bit. This Kwami didn't resemble any particular animal. Its skin was patterned in blue, green, and brown, with sky-blue eyes and little protrusions coming off its back that looked like branches or vines. Greetings, it said, bowing its head politely. I am Gaia, the Kwami of natural balance. Sabine's face lit up in delight as she put on the oval ring. When she transformed, her costume looked a little more traditional, the usual tight bodysuit, though her hair had gone green and her skin was blue. Her costume was blue and red with a round yellow symbol on the front. Something about her appearance made Tom burst out laughing. Sabine propped her hands on her hips and said, I'm ready for action, Ladybug. Ladybug eyed her parents, something warning her not to even ask what name to call her mom. All right, well, we'd better go. Tom grabbed the brim of his hat and said in a deeper voice than normal, Let's get dangerous. Sabine raised her fist to the sky and shouted, The power is yours! Ladybug groaned. I don't even know what is going on, but I regret coming here.